the 4 places you can get samples for the Dying Tree quest. Thank you, Bitbucket Cynic. Thank you, Bitbucket Cynic, again for, you know, just telling me where this is. I had absolutely no idea this even existed, and this is 2 out of 3 samples that we needed. That means we can actually get the quest done today if I feel like it. And for the around standards of the 4th floor, you get an arm guard. Useful regardless, is mostly you just get nice pocket change out of this. It prevents arm binds, but there's not very many enemies that inflict arm bind until later in the game, when binds become a lot more common. So I wouldn't worry too much about whether or not you actually need this one. A Headdress. I believe it's a plus 10 TP. Could somebody test this? Plus 3 TP, but plus 12 defense. You can get these from killing these from soonish anyways, but they're not too terribly useful. I guess for its defensive value, it's very useful for the 4th floor, but eventually it gets quickly worn out. And we obtain a shield, I think, a Headdress. I think that this shield can be used on Landnex as well, so we're probably just going to hand that over to Gandra when I get the chance. Hey there everyone, this is IIRC, going back to my playthrough of Etrian Odyssey 2. Today we are going to continue exploration of, well, start exploration of the 6th floor. Note that there is a shortcut here. There's no longer blue flowers to help us recognize events or shortcuts, so now you just have to examine everything for your own. Well, yeah, that's pretty much it. There's 4 new enemies on this floor. I think we're about to run into 2 on one of them. Meet the Frizzlord. The Frizzlord is a basic hitting enemy that is very evasive and not really weak to anything. At least not from what I can tell. I don't use elements very much. We're gonna swing a Viper over here, a Tornado over here, and a Snipe over here. And that should do it. Very nice. And we get both of these items already. That's very nice. There's no conditionals on most of these. There's one of them that has a conditional on this floor. But more on him later. First, we're going to go up here, go to the north, and there's going to be this big giant loop. There's one very, very good thing you want to do before you actually initiate by going to the go east first. That's what I'm trying to say. Go east first. Take the eastern path first. There is no FOE to block you just yet. The FOE will spawn in a little bit, but it hasn't spawned yet. So take the advantage and go ahead and come over here. You're probably going to run into a set that's either going to consist of 1 MOA or 1 big cap, and you're going to get automatically blindsided by either one of them. But more on the MOA and big cap as we run into them. There's an event over here that will heal 50 HP of one random party member. So if you run into one of those MOA sets I'm talking about, then that's a good time to invest in that event. Double big caps. Well, we didn't run into a MOA set, so meet the big cap. Big cap can inflict paralysis or poison on your teammates that are otherwise relatively harmless. So I just really don't care about them and use my normal attack. Their poison does 65 damage, which is significant to my team at this, because I'm severely under-leveled. The damage is significantly high for, you know, everything that my team is considering. However, for any team, like, above level 18, these guys, there should be no problem. There should just be no problem. Jason leveled up, gonna get Snipe to 2. We're gonna start trading between Snipe and guns. Cause why not? We're Jason's starting to accumulate TP, and it's in our better interest to have him use it. So come over here, and we're gonna run into one of the samples that we need in order to complete the quest. Technically, it's actually our last one. You can get 4 total, but there's ones on the 4th, 5th, and 6th floor. The clip I'm gonna show at the end of the episode is the one on the 4th floor, thanks to Bitbucket Cynic for telling me about its existence. I actually had no idea there was one on the 4th floor. I just knew about this one and the one on the chop point above. Right there is the event. We don't need it, so we're just going to ignore it. And we go back into the loop. Once again, now we're going to go north, and there's going to be a secret room on our south side as we go through this passage. And wow, we've actually already seen this. Alright, it was about as easy as the first time. So we come over here and enter this room, and we're going to get into a 3x3 room with an awesome sword. Gives 60 attack, which is pretty much considerably double than what... hello there. Yes, I acquired the broadsword, and I had to pause the recording because something was going on in the background that I needed to help with. And when I got back, I continued from where I was. However, a slight technical issue arose in that the audio screwed up so terribly that it was impossible to fix beyond that point. So I'm sorry for the inconvenience. All I have did after I acquired the broadsword is I went out, I triggered the event at A4, which makes this FOE right next to you up here, and then I went down to the item point, just mapped that little area, and I warped right out of there. That's all I did. This is arose after I beat the Trigourd too, so, hey, we get to fight a Trigourd, so, I'm gonna fight, here, have a Trigourd fight scene. I fought this Trigourd, and I'll explain a little bit more after I defeat the Trigourd. So, I'm once again sorry for the inconvenience. Moving on, down the past. Beat the Trigourd. That is why I faced him. Is to get access to this bad boy. Now, this doesn't seem like an incredibly awesome weapon. If anything, it looks like why. Why is this so impressive? 50 TP. 50 solid TP. Because Hexers do not focus on attack power, as you can tell, even in the back row with no strength, they do no damage no matter what you give them. So if you get a Hexer or Mirage Rod, you will love them. So if you have the ability to face a Trigourd, which you more than likely do, face one until you get a Curse Bone and get that weapon. Save up a bit of money for it. It's not very, very expensive. It may take a little bit of grinding money effort, but I do think that weapon is very much worth fighting the Trigourd for. The Trigourd is weak to ice. You can't touch him with anything else. As you see, Suicide against himself only did like 5, 2, and 3 damages. That's how much your normal attacks would be doing 1, 2s, and 3s. You have to use the freeze arms and, well, not freeze arms, but the freeze stuff in order to, put a huge dent in him. So, as always, I thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time. Later!